Friends, today's video, as promised from yesterday's video, is brought to you by Bombas socks. We're gonna go, before I start, I gotta tear apart some more sheds, but before we go, we're gonna go ride the Merino in some local trails, and we'll discuss whether or not it's a decent local trail bike, or if it's mostly just like a bike park-esque cruiser. So, in an effort to appease the past commenter who stated the first 3 minutes of every Spindatt vlog are a complete waste of time, we are at the trailhead already with the Pink Panther, the custom Merino, and while I'm not in the editing room right now, I'd say we're probably here within the first minute. That is a record. We're gonna see if it works on my local trails. A really good immediate indicator will be if I get up this section here. Seems all right. Oh, that's fine. Sweet. See, that's where that high bottom bracket that I put in actually comes into its own. I put 5 millimeters of bottom bracket drop on this bike. This will be an interesting turn. Oh, not bad. There's no denying it is a bit of a boat, but I do argue you can pretty well get used to anything. So if I just rode this bike in here all of the time, my body would just kind of get used to where everything is, and I'd clear everything at speed. You know what? So far, so good. There was definitely that moment of uncertainty after riding at Wentworth with Dan, trying to get around berms and just feeling like maybe this thing was a little too long to like throw around like I'm used to. Happy to report things are coming along swimmingly. Now, last time I was out here with Colin, I brought the Breezer and he came down this rock face, like rock roll descent thing. I had never seen it before, and to get to it, you have to get up this rooty, difficult little climb. Look at all these, like, these are off-camber routes that you try and come up this way, and then somehow get turned to get up here. Colin, insanely talented bike rider, not that he would want to hear me say that, got up it and just like rode down it. And I was like, yeah, dude, I'm a head out. I'm out. But today, there's a difference. I am donning the socks from today's sponsor, Bombas socks. If you don't know, Bombas uses the nicest, naturally sourced materials to create the most comfortable, secure sock for your feet. The complete opposite of everything that this trail up to that rock face is going to offer. I told you this ad will not be subtle. Getting down the rock roll, I would say, is fine. See how unsettling that was? And the addition of this stump at the bottom of this rock roll. Well, Bombas socks, they've got honeycomb technology in the midsole of the foot. See that right there? That's different knitting than right here. Basically keeps the sock in place on your foot. Therefore, I don't have to think about what's on my feet at all. I'm gonna put my shoe back on. Okay, this is the part of the ad integration where I actually attempt the obstacle. Let's see how it goes. These off-camber roots, unsettling, so I'm gonna get over them. I've got the turning radius of a Formula 1 car, so we gotta do some hopping and up. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Don't hit the stump. Hey! Boom, boom, cleaned it. First go, definitely not lying about that at all. And it is indeed hyperbole fact that you could do that at any skill level if you're wearing Bombas socks. So I suggest you head over to bombas.com, linked below, and type in SPIN20 at checkout, and you'll get 20% off your purchase. And feel good about it because every pair of socks sold means one donated to a community in need. Let's keep riding this bike.
I'll be interested to see how this continues to work on this ride and whether or not I'm told I am or not allowed to say what I just said when I'm doing advertisements. Okay, high to bottom bracket coming into play here. It's paying off. It's definitely paying off without having to hit everything all the time. Line choice is pretty easy. I'm glad I made that decision. That's the one I want to do. It's funny, it's actually going well enough that I'm not paying attention to where I am because I'm getting over everything. And I missed what I wanted to ride there. I have never gone down this feature, but I'm feeling good about my riding and this bike right now. So I know what the line is. It's come up here, go wide, turn in, and just, yeah, exactly like that. Why have I ever been afraid of that? Turn in, and just, that's the funny part about a really long bike. You basically get the front wheel into the scary part and then like it's over because the bike is so long that you get to the end. So honestly, real deal, very pleasantly happy with the current performance of the Pink Panther machine. I did, unfortunately, I had a crash. Like, not really a crash, but I definitely, I don't know, the stanchions went into one of the granite rocks. So this fork, I guess, I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me, but I would say this fork is ruined now. That sucks. But the bike is working super good. I think this is a really great opportunity to, since that fork is now, I assume, ruined. I don't know. Maybe, I just sort of feel like fiddling with some of the pressures a little bit just to see if I can get that feeling of other people's bikes that I've ridden, and then go back again and just sort of see what the difference is like. I'm gonna pull maybe, I don't know, 3-4 PSI out of the fork, and maybe, I don't know, 10 out of the rear shock, and just see if that gives it even more of that like really confidence inspiring, amazing, smooth feeling that other bikes I have ridden have offered. So that's like between 165 and 170. Once again, the bike is working too good for me to even pay attention to where I'm going. Well, I would absolutely adore to keep riding, but actually I think there's more wrong with my fork now than just the scratches on the stanchion. I didn't mention it while I was putting air in it. It was down to 50 pounds and I had it at like 80 or 75 or 80. down to 50 during the ride, put more air in it, and now even just this little section here, I think it's done. Like even just under braking, I can pretty well get it to bottom out. It doesn't want to rebound all the way. So this is something that was wrong with this fork that I thought I had fixed. I had taken it apart, threw some oil in it, like cycled the air through it, hoping that the oil would seal it back up. At this point, it's just kind of beyond me. I'd have to bring it to someone who knows what they're doing. But beyond that, real big fan, happy, totally stoked. I mean, less so stoked now, but stoked before. Yeah, back down to 50.